good YouTube? Welcome back to Better Everyday. I am back boys. Maaf gue absen lumayan lama dari Better Everyday 5 ke Better Everyday 6 ini. Jadi sebenarnya kemarin udah lumayan mulai rutin. But you know, life happens. Ada banyak kerjaan dari kantor. Gue harus keluar kota juga 2 hari. Dan ada lagi masalah-masalah lainnya juga yang gue nggak bisa share di sini. But I'm back. So is life. Jadi buat teman-teman yang udah mulai menjalankan rutinitas terus rutinitasnya terganggu, don't ever fucking quit. Keep going. I'm still working out. I still work out. Kemarin juga malah gue sempat berhasil bawa bini untuk workout ke gym. Pertama kalinya setelah 1 tahun lebih dan hari ini gue bench press sampai 120 kilo tadi dan teman-teman di TikTok lihat. So if you wanna watch me do my workouts, gue sekarang lagi sering live di TikTok buat cari one rep maxan gitu. Kemarin squat, hari ini bench press, dan untuk aksesoris hari ini gue superset pull ups sama dips. 10 set, 5 reps each. Main volume biar berotot, sredet. Woo! Back home, it is now 12:30 and I am going to have my first meal. Here's what I cooked today. Ini daging giling 500 gram. And ini makanan buat orang rumah, salted egg chicken. And it reminds me of what I used to do back in the day. Makan daging sampai 500 gram dada ayam ya. But now that as I mature, I learn from experience that my body responds better to red meat, daging. Dan juga memang lebih banyak amino acidnya, lebih lengkap. It's got creatine, it's just overall better in my opinion, dan dari pengalaman gue buat makan red meat. This is 500 grams, 1100 kalori, 95 gram protein. Of course, I'm not gonna eat all in one sitting because that would make me kind of want to vomit. Jadi ini buat seharian. Also get a lot of questions from people nanya kayak, "Bang, lu intermittent fasting nggak?" Atau kayak, "Bang, lu masih ngelakuin snake diet atau fasting nggak?" I don't anymore because I just don't enjoy it like I used to, dan gue ngerasa kayak nggak perlu sih sebenarnya snack diet, cause gue udah lagi nggak bikin konten. This is a more sustainable approach for a healthier lifestyle, healthier fat loss, weight loss. Jadi gue lebih ke calorie counting aja. And I urge everyone, please, at the very minimum, gak usah nimbang-nimbang yang akurat-akurat banget deh. At least understand kebutuhan kalori lu per hari itu berapa. Track your macros tuh kayak gimana. Tracking makro lu kayak gimana. Makronutrisi itu kayak protein, karbohidrat, sama lemak. Belajar 2 hal itu aja deh. Even lu nggak 100% akurat dengan nimbang makanan lu atau kalori counting lu ya. Let's say lu nimbang sarapan lu sama makan siang lu udah tahu, tapi makan malamnya lu makan di luar. That's better. I think at least have some sort of an understanding kebutuhan kalori harian lu berapa, supaya lu nggak nyiksa diri lu sendiri. Karena gini, intermittent fasting pun lu perlu tahu berapa kebutuhan kalori harian lu. It doesn't matter lu intermittent fasting 16/8 kayak 24 kayak, kalau misalnya lu tetap makannya over your caloric maintenance, you're gonna gain weight. It's simple as that. And also know your protein, especially if you're trying to lose weight and look good. Langsung, dah makan dulu, lapar gue. So, I don't have a very good excuse as to why I don't upload Better Every Day as often as I'd like, other than I am really busy. Gue lagi banyak sibuk edit video buat Urban Republic, kantor gue. Ini juga gue baru selesai edit acara kantor. Gue masih banyak banget ide-ide yang harus gue shoot, karena kan KPI gue based on engagement dan likes dari video-video yang gue upload buat Instagramnya Urban Republic, DJI. Yeah, I'm really busy. I don't have enough time to edit for my own videos, tapi gue masih latihan and I am starting to see results. So, langsung aja gue mau share progress gue so far selama ngejalanin Better Everyday ini. I started out with 96 kilogram, dan seminggu kemudian gue juga masih di 96 kilogram, but my body fat dropped from 26% to 23 something percent. I forgot, but I can see a difference. My abs are clearly more cut, more visible. I'm actually pretty happy with the results, although it has taken me a bit longer this time than I normally would. If you watch the original Better Every Day, I was 28 years old something. It's much easier to do weight loss and all that when you're younger. But now that I am 33, be 34 this year, I have a family, I'm raising a child, it's a little bit harder. Life gets in the way, responsibilities and all that. You know what I'm saying. But I try my best, and I hope you are too, and I hope you are proud of me. Chilling with the family, nyantai-nyantai aja, ada yang lagi kerja, ada Rilo lagi main di belakang sana. And I am thinking of incorporating one more thing just to get the fat burning process a lot faster, and that is swimming. Kenapa berenang adalah menurut gue cardio yang oke? Because I'm trying to prove a hypothesis. Nah, mungkin teman-teman di sini tahu Michael Phelps. Jadi Michael Phelps itu kebutuhan kalorinya kan tinggi banget. Michael Phelps, by the way, is a swimmer, Olympian. I think he won so much gold medal. He's practically a legend. Dan yang bikin Michael Phelps itu terkenal banget adalah dia itu sempat diet makannya itu kalorinya sehari 10.000 waktu dia compete di China. Nah, apakah konsumsi kalori 10.000-nya Michael Phelps itu pure dari aktivitas fisiknya? Kalau menurut saintis, enggak. Jadi 10.000 itu karena thermal effect, dimana kan kalau menang itu air ya, dingin. So your body needs to generate heat, right? And normally waktu di Amerika dia itu kalau nggak salah dietnya sekitar 7.000 sampai 8.000 kalori. Tapi ketika dia ke China, waktu dia compete or somewhere, gue lupa, don't quote me on this. Karena kolam renangnya itu airnya 3 degrees colder, the temperature of the water is 3 degrees colder, he needs an extra calories to burn it. Jadi I think swimming is the most interesting thing to dwell on. Selain bagus juga buat calorie burning, thermic effect, juga untuk kayak my back. Apalagi hari ini habis disikat back gua sama anak satu ini, dilompatin di dengkul punggung gua. So yeah, I'm trying to incorporate more swimming into my life. That's dope. Berat gue 94,5, body fat jeng jeng, why 26, balik lagi. Alright, so it seems like we're back on track. Berat badan gue sekarang ada di 94, although I don't understand why my body fat went back to 26%, which is weird because I look a lot leaner and my abs are definitely more cut. Ya, tapi nggak apa-apa, kita lanjut aja terus. This is February the 1st. Target gue sih di akhir Februari ini kepalanya udah 8 weight lossnya. Well, that being said, ini udah di penghujung akhir vlog. I just want to read some comments from my previous videos and live sessions. Kalau misalnya teman-teman baru gabung lagi or you just found out about my channels, I like to do live. I try to do it every single day. Cuma permasalahannya sekarang my studio masih ada di dalam kamar gua, which is where my wife and kids sleeps, and sometimes, most of the time, gue harus nidurin anak gue. And like last night, I was about to go live, tapi gue ketiduran gara-gara gue lagi nidurin anak gue. And I am in the process of getting my actual studio ready, so stay tuned for that. Begitu studio gue udah siap sih, gue bakal live setiap malam. So some comments from previous live sessions and videos. Ada yang komen di waktu kemarin gue nge-react dialog Capres di Kadin, ya. Yeah. And I skip number 3 karena waktu pertama gue nge-react number 2, orang-orang di comment section pada bilang skip bang, ngantuk nomor 2. Ya udah, gue tonton 1 karena katanya 1 paling bagus dan dapat standing ovation, which is true. Is actually, I think he said some really good shit there. Tapi orang-orang pada bilang udah bang skip aja nomor 3, nggak usah ditonton, ngantuk. Nah makanya gue nggak nonton nih. Ada yang komen kan nggak fair, nggak lengkap kalau nggak ada yang nomor 3. But I don't know, I just don't see the point of reacting to number 3 when I'm not interested and the people that are watching not interested. So sorry about that. Terus ada yang komen untuk nextnya itu gasin react Mahfud versus Gibran versus Caimin, worst rap battle of vice presidency. Yeah, that is interesting. I'm gonna react to that tonight. So subscribe, dan nyalain lonceng. Biasanya gue live, kalau gue live itu malam sekitar jam 7, jam 8. Jam 8 karena jam tidur anak gue jam 7, gue tidurin anak gue dulu. And then ada yang komen, I don't know, di Better Everyday yang terakhir, ada Dea Jackson komen manisnya. Like, what are you doing? Okay, relax. Thank you though, I am cute. Terus dia juga banyak komen soal video gue tentang Lookerfeller, that is also up there. Dan gue nggak tahu kenapa sampai sekarang masih banyak banget yang komen kayak Bang Eko ini, saya kira Asnawi. Every fucking time, mau gue live di TikTok kayak mau gue bikin video YouTube atau live di YouTube, pasti aja ada yang bilang Asnawi. Asnawi, kita bikin konten bareng lah. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. See you next time. Bye-bye.